In this episode, I'm going to cover all the details of the training program. As I told you in part 1, each week of the program, the resistance from the bands will increase. So that I'll be doing sets of 15 to 20 reps in week 1, sets of 12 to 15 reps in week 2, sets of 8 to 12 reps in week 3, and sets of 5 to 8 reps in the 4th and final week of the program. Every major muscle group that you'll train on this program involves at least one exercise that combines the barbell and bands. How do you choose how much weight to load on the barbell? I suggest you start with a weight that's about 50% of the weight you can normally get for 10 reps. Keep this weight the same through all 4 weeks of the program and only increase the resistance from the bands. Now let's take a look at all the exercises in detail. Workout 1, which I'll do on Mondays, will train chest, triceps, and abs. This workout starts with 3 sets of the bench press with bands. Up next are 3 sets of the standing incline chest press. To better hit the upper inner pec muscle fibers, turn your hand so that your palms face the ceiling when you reach the top position. The third exercise is a standing one-arm low band fly. Again, you'll do 3 sets. This exercise targets the inner upper pec fibers in a way that free weights just can't hit. While an easy way to increase resistance with bands is to move to a thicker band or add extra bands, an even easier method with exercises like this one is to simply step further away from where the band is tethered. You'll finish this chest workout with 3 sets of the standing one-arm band fly. This exercise targets the middle and lower pec muscle fibers. A great way to boost the intensity on this exercise and the previous one is to first do the exercise while facing the tether point of the band. Then, when you reach muscle failure, turn your body away from the tether point and continue doing reps. You'll be stronger in this new position because you get more of a stretch on the pec muscle fibers. This is because when you stretch a muscle before contracting it, the muscle contraction is much stronger. This allows you to extend the set past normal muscle failure, which can help to better boost muscle growth. Plus, moving positions like this allows you to focus on the inner pec muscle fibers and then the outer pec muscle fibers for better overall chest development. After chest, you'll move to triceps, which will start with 3 sets of the close grip bench press with bands. This exercise hits the lateral head of the triceps and helps to build overall triceps muscle mass. Next, you'll do 3 sets of the band overhead triceps extension to hit the long head of the triceps. To see the details on the setup and execution of the final 2 triceps exercises, watch Muscle and Fitness Raw number 32, band chest and triceps workout. You'll finish with 3 sets of the band underhand-grip kickback to work the medial head of the triceps. You'll finish workout 1 with abs by doing 2 sets of standing band crunches. This exercise hits the upper abs. Then you'll move to 2 sets of the band rising knee to target the lower abs. You'll finish with the band roundhouse elbow to target the obliques. Workout 2, which I'll do on Tuesdays, will train back and biceps. You'll start back by doing 3 sets of the barbell row with bands to build lat mass and thickness. Set up the bands in the same way I showed you to set up the bands for the deadlift in Muscle and Fitness Raw number 47, strength bands plus weights. Next, you'll move on to band pull-downs to build lat width. You'll need to wrap the bands around a high structure, such as a pull-up bar, to get enough stretch on the lats. pull down and squeeze the lats in the bottom position. Then it's on to 3 sets of the standing band one-arm row to build back thickness. You'll finish back with 3 sets of band straight arm pull-downs to target the lower lats. Setup here is similar to the pull-down, but you'll keep your arms straight as you pull your arms down and behind your back as far as possible. Squeeze the lats in the bottom position. After back, you'll move on to biceps, starting with 3 sets of the barbell curl with bands. Remember that the wider you stand, the more resistance the bands will have. A great way to do drop sets with bands on this exercise is to start with a wide stance, and then after reaching muscle failure, move to a close stance to reduce the band resistance and continue the set. Then it's time for 3 sets of the behind the back band curl to focus on the biceps long head. A great way to boost intensity on this exercise is to take the set to muscle failure and then move closer to the tether point of the band and continue. This is how to do drop sets with band exercises such as this, because when you move closer to the tether point, you reduce the resistance on the bands. You finish biceps with 3 sets of band high curls to hit the short head of the biceps. You can do drop sets here as well in the same manner you did with the behind the back curl by moving closer to the tether point after reaching muscle failure. Wednesdays will be a day off from bands, but I'll likely do some cardio such as fighting or HIIT training, such as the power cardio program. On Thursdays, I'll be back at the bands for workout 3, which will hit shoulders, traps, and abs again. Shoulders start with the barbell press with bands to build overall delt mass. Next up for shoulders are 3 sets of band lateral raises to target the middle delts. You'll really feel the delts contract in the top position here as the band resistance is maximized in the peak contraction position at the top. So hold it for a second before returning to the start. To ramp up the intensity, you can do drop sets here in the same manner as the barbell curl with bands. And it's time for more shoulder presses. Doing them after lateral raises is a great way to pre-exhaust the delts for greater intensity and muscle growth. Here you will do presses without the barbell and just the bands. I prefer to do these by stepping on the bands with just one foot, keeping that foot behind you in a staggered stance. This allows you to keep the resistance behind you so you can focus more on the middle head of the deltoid. Push up and slightly back to really nail those middle delts. You'll finish shoulders with 3 sets of band rear delt reverse flies to work the rear deltoids for better balanced shoulder development. Next up are traps. You start with 3 sets of barbell shrugs with bands to hit the upper traps. Setup is similar to the setup for the deadlift with bands. You'll finish traps with 3 sets of barbell behind the back shrugs with bands to hit the upper and the middle traps. This workout finishes with abs. The exercises are similar as the first workout, with the exception that the order changes. In this workout, you'll start with the band rising knee. Then you'll do the band roundhouse elbow. You'll finish with the standing band twisting crunch. Feel free to nix the handles and grab the bands directly for a greater stretch. This exercise is similar to the standing band crunch, but you twist towards your outer thighs with each crunch to work the abs and obliques. Each rep alternates between twisting to the right and twisting to the left. And on Fridays, I'll finish with workout number 4, which will hit legs and calves. Legs start with 3 sets of the barbell squat with bands to build overall leg mass. Watch Muscle and Fitness Raw number 47, Bands plus Weights, to see the proper setup for this exercise. Next, you move to 3 sets of band step-ups. This is a great exercise to work each leg independently for better balanced leg development. Be sure to push through the heel as you lift yourself up on the bench. Then you do 3 sets of standing band leg extensions to focus on the quads. This exercise also works your core and helps your balance. After that, it's on the 3 sets of the barbell Romanian deadlift with bands to work the hams and glutes. Be sure to extend back as far as possible at the top to really contract the glutes. You'll finish hams with 3 sets of standing band leg curls. Like the standing band leg extension, this exercise also works the core and develops your balance. You'll finish the final workout of the week with calves, starting with the barbell standing calf raise with bands. You can do this exercise either in a power rack or in a Smith machine. Calves finish with 3 sets of the barbell seated calf raise with bands to hit the deep soleus muscle. This can also be done either in a power rack or a Smith machine. Saturdays and Sundays will be off days, but again, I'll likely be doing some cardio, such as bike riding with my family, HIIT, and probably some more martial arts. And be sure to check back in 4 weeks to see how my progress went. I'm expecting to keep my body fat at its currently low level of 5% and pack on a few extra pounds of lean, quality muscle mass with the help of the bands.